And in case you missed it, yesterday was National Borinqueneers Day. Now, if it doesn't ring a bell, it's because it's the first ever national recognition of a truly unique and special infantry of the United States Army. Let me explain. Shortly after Puerto Rico became part of the United States in 1898, a regiment of Puerto Rican soldiers was formed, the 65th Infantry Regiment, also known as the Borinqueneers. In World War I, they defended the homeland and patrolled the Panama Canal Zone. In World War II, they fought in Europe. And in Korea, they fought in mud and snow. But as one of our nation's last segregated army units, it also battled the racially bitter attitudes prevalent in our nation at the time. You see, the Borinqueneers fought the enemy abroad with courage and skill, but they also endured and overcame racial discrimination here at home. More than 70 years later, the soldiers of that infantry regiment are finally being recognized. This past January, Congress passed a defense bill that included a provision designating April 13th as National Borinqueneers Day. Last Saturday, the city of Boston became the first in the nation to celebrate and commemorate this long overdue recognition.
So today is a special day because we started celebrating it on the 10th. Instead of the 13th, we started before anybody else here in Boston.
We're the first to be able to dedicate something in the nation. I think it shows our solidarity with our armed forces.
We have led the way across the country in making sure that we are recognizing the 65th Regiment. I was proud to be part of those efforts as a board member with the organization from many, many years back.
It's about time we remember and honor the Puerto Rican veterans for their extraordinary heroism for so many years for our country.
I'm so honored to be here today, first and foremost as a Boricua, as someone born on the island, but today as a state representative of the South End and of this park right here, but also as a U.S. captain in the Army. You know, my grandfather, my uncle served. This means so much to me that we're here celebrating the 65th Regiment that has done so much for this country and for Puerto Ricans writ large, and I'm just honored to be here.
65th Infantry never complained. They never talked about their Puerto Ricanness. They never talked about the segregation that they encountered or the discrimination. They served and they worked. And that's a message that I take today from my grandfather, who was a 65th Infantry member, to my dad, who was a Navy veteran.
Being here today with the Puerto Rican community of Greater Boston to recognize the Puerto Rican veterans in their service, their sacrifice for our nation, there's no other place I'd rather be.
We love this monument. It's the only one in the country which is dedicated to male and female Puerto Ricans, so we love it. We love it.